doing it. We're doing it. It's
Do it.
live.
Just
I
do
think
it.
it's live. It
Just
says
do it.
end stream, so we must be live.
I don't know. You better watch it because Nike might sue you for that.
Uh-oh. What, just do it?
Just do it.
They got nothing on the vocabulary in English language because we can say whatever we want. First Amendment, free speech.
I speak fluent redneck, so I'm golden.
I didn't say just do it. I said we're doing it.
Do it.
Now, how do I import?
I don't know.
Oh, me oh my. No, I was playing around last night.
Signs.
Can you see that?
Ooh, look at you.
Well, ain't you just special?
Well, and you can't really.
Hold on. Let me zoom in on your screen. There you go.
Well,
Kinda. You got to put your hand up like that and hold your face over it. There it is.
Look at that.
Cool.
I like the pattern in the background. That's pretty cool.
Hey, Jack. What's up, Jack?
I don't know if he's here. I told him I wasn't sure what was happening yet.
Oh, we said it anyway. So take that.
Jack said, "Hey, what's up?"
It's happening now.
It's happening.
All right,
It's
you can get my big ugly face off there because it's gonna break your camera in a minute.
Sorry, I get busy working in Lightburn and I forget to look at stuff.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
We're gonna leave your mug up there. Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Jack, did you get all those coasters done last night?
look at that. Me getting all organized.
Ooh, excuse me.
So that has all my hat clips in it.
Dude, I have those exact same containers.
Well, it's because we're special like that. But started messing with my Lumos.
How's that coming? You get more comfortable with it?
Getting more comfortable.
Well, that's a good
I
thing.
told you you would.
Look at this. Look at the black on that.
Oh, that looks good.
So I bought these from LSA. They're a little gray camo. So last night I just threw the number I already had up. It's got freaking silver backing in it.
I like that
Nice.
silver backing.
I was like, well, look at that. Because I got my cover down. I'm like, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? It's coming out white. And I pulled it out and I was like, oh, that's not white. So, yeah, I've got that. Got my numbers set up on that. I'll have my creative meadow running tomorrow. What else did I do?
Boys, I come in and I done, let's see here, 1, 2. Well, I got the designs done. I'm actually getting ready to burn one of them now on a little saw blade. I think it's 7 1/4, maybe. Anyways, I done, let's see. I'm getting ready to do the grizzly bear on a blade, but I done the designs for a grizzly bear, an elk, a pheasant, a bighorn sheep, and there's something else. I can't remember what it is. Oh, and Jim, I'm getting it, and I also done the design work. I've got 2 designs. I don't know which one I'm going to go with yet. I got one that's a Norris Viking theme, and then another one is a multi-layered skull's head for
nice.
the marking knife.
Oh, cool. Let's see. What do I want to do here? See, this is one of the things I really freaking hate. Well, I shouldn't say hate. That I I really dislike with this software is, well, for one, it's just horrible.
Now, is the WeCreate software, sorry to interrupt you, Jim, is the WeCreate software, is it the same for that Lumos as it is for like the other diodes and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. And, trying to get information out of the people who run all the We Create stuff, I could probably have a better chance of getting information out of the NASA. I've asked questions of different makers. Say, hey, could we get together? So, because I'm trying to learn this software. How do you do your layers? How do you do this? Ghosts, absolute ghosts.
Yeah. Hey, Pod.
But doing lettering and doing font work. Oh gosh. It's horrible. I can't hardly stand it.
Yeah, I'm not a big, well, I don't know. And see, that's why so far everybody like that I've dealt with, like Santa, you all, Jack, and hopefully I get to meet and talk to a lot of the other people that start coming on the streams and stuff and everything else. This group, I've never had a problem with talking to or asking questions.
Nope.
Hey, Bob.
What's up? Oh my gosh, my allergies are kicking in all of a sudden.
150.
As temperature went up there?
Where at? Or who are you talking
to? Jeremy.
Oh.
I know he said it had been raining and snowing and all kinds of stuff, so.
Is Jeremy ghosting you?
No, Jeremy went to blow his nose, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, I got an attack. I'm sneezing and I got to blow my nose all the time. But yeah, it is 62 now. It was like 80 yesterday and sunny. It's raining again today. We got another storm coming through for a few hours, and then it'll be gone by later tonight.
Yeah, good luck. You was here all day.
Bob said he got his rock the other day.
Nice. Oh, by the way, I got my girls to go out in the yard and find me a bunch more with some flat spots on them. So I've
got to get some of those.
And I talked to my daughter, and she goes, just put the compass on all of them and sell them. I'm like, you sure? And she's like, Dad, that was the coolest thing. So, yeah, do it. I'm like, okay. I'm going to listen to my daughter. Maybe she knows better than I do.
We had some of these left over. You get them at Lowe's. I'm going to play with them a little bit. I think they're a little bit, because they're polished on the outside, I think they're a little bit porous on the inside, so I don't think they're going to come out quite as good as that one.
You wanted settings for...
well, that's why I was getting ready to ask you. I may play with that, too, because I want to. I've got that show coming up, not tomorrow. Not today, Friday? Yeah, today's Friday. Not tomorrow, but next weekend. So I'm going to try to have some little things like that to where kids can take them or whatever. I'm not. Well, some of the small ones, anyways.
Do not run cardboard on your Lumos.
Do not do that.
No. My filter does not like cardboard.
All right, write this down. There's my settings.
You write it down.
I can't even see it.
Email it to me.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Well, I started to say just snapshot it and send it to me.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Because I can't even see that. Even with my glasses on, I can't see that.
I'm going to do that. Just hold on.
Snapchat.
That's the one thing my kids have not got me into yet.
Snapchatting?
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. I got no desire
Satan's
to do
spawn. It's of the devil.
it. It is of the devil. Oh gosh.
That'll work.
I gotta make signs. Anybody got a good setting for craft paper, brown craft paper for the diode?
Fast and low power.
Thanks,
Okay, here we
Dwayne.
go. Let's see if you can
Thanks,
read this.
Dwayne. Do your testing.
Is that better?
What?
Oh yeah, there you go. You know
Better
what I'm
than what?
gonna do?
Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Go into Lightburn and make you a setting right now.
Ow.
Into your materials list.
In your material list.
I just took a screenshot of it with my phone.
How in the I can send this picture to you too if you want me to.
Oh, you're good.
But I was doing this for everybody else.
I got something on. I got my cleaning pass going on my saw blade.
Oh shoot, that's something I gotta check. I bid on a whole pile of saw blades for $2. I gotta see if I got them.
I still got like 70. I'm hoping.
I found one or two out in the shed. I got two more sitting over here. But those are like 10 and 12-inch ones. I wanted some smaller ones. I wanted a variety. So let me see.
No wonder nobody can find any saw blades. Dwayne's got them all.
I'm telling
you can thank my wife's mom for that, because she goes to her and her fiance go to flea markets and set up for antique sales and stuff.
What's up, Greg?
And when she's walking through, they may have a pile of them, and she might bring me two, and then again she might bring me a bucket full.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
I didn't get an email. I won them, and I didn't. Hold on, let me check I was literally right next door to those people today in town, and I didn't even get an email saying that I won them. I completely forgot I was bidding on those until you just mentioned it.
I found something
I'm not getting an email
the other day.
All right.
Jim, this is not as nice as your son's knives, but take a look at that.
Yeah.
I hadn't opened it up yet, but you can use it as a chisel.
Wow.
And it was like $28, $29.
Well, ain't that?
It may not be worth a whole lot, but it'd be something fun to play with and put something on, maybe sell.
It looks like 7 or 8 of them.
Well, ain't bad. For how much? $2?
Yeah, $2.
Oh yeah. That's about like I think Maria's mom come in one day and she was sitting there and she said, "Your mom's got some blades for you." I said, "She does." She said, "Yeah." She said, "They're in a one of those crates that's about 4 inches tall that they bring like drinks into the stores." And she said it's completely full and she gives $6 for them or something like that.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'll post up. I'll post pictures in the morning of DJ's knives. I think he's taking 30 plus knives tomorrow.
Nice.
Jeremy, you still got that picture from last week, right?
Yeah.
Show Dwayne that knife.
Jack, I like it. I'm gonna have to do that. Or me or Jeremy one needs to do that.
The Snapchat? No, absolutely freaking not.
No, he said put the Snapchat logo in a rock.
Why?
And send it. Give it to a kid. Let them Snapchat with it.
Snapchat him in the face.
You know, back in the day, I think for all of us, the Snapchat with the rock would have mean somebody got it slung at them.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
But that was the good old days when You took a licking and you kept on ticking. Hey, Greg.
Greg Wilson. I'm not working either. Well, I am working, but.
Pod, how are you liking your Monport Reno? I know you just got it, but. Hey, Jeremy, you remember last time we was doing, I was doing a saw blade. Did I switch that over to Atkinson?
I believe either that or Jarvis.
I think I'm going to try the Atkinson one this time.
I use Atkinson a lot. I can't find that picture.
Well, let's see how this turns out.
Where the heck did that knife go?
I don't know.
Man, why is this thing burning so light? Yeah, I must have got my settings off or something different. Yes, I did. I just realized what I done. Let this finish first.
Okay, so Dwayne says run it fast and low. Okay.
Jack, I remember the BB gunfights and the pellet gunfights. Those were almost better than rocks.
Only one pump. Not two, not five, one.
Yeah, until you got friends that's got the ones with CO2 cartridges.
Exactly. And then somebody was getting whacked.
Yep.
All right, so 53 is going to be a little hot. Let's go 30, see what that does.
Jack says 10 pumps. Come on now.
10 pumps. Yeah, no. Stop
Only
it.
if you're about 100 feet away.
Yeah, then you're still too dang close.
Ah, yeah.
All right, frame that. Well, what's that? What is all that garbage about?
$30. No, I go pick it up. It's going to be like $2.49 or something like that with all the fees.
That's going to charge you $30 or $27 in shipping.
No, I don't. I can go pick it up. They don't ship it to me.
Oh,
there is no shipping with this one. It's a local pickup only auction.
Who'd you say you got your? I know I can go back and look, but who'd you say you got your hardwood stuff from?
The Hardwood Edge from Amazon.
Look on there. I've got a guy. He's doing some turkey calls, and he's wanting me to do some of the. He's wanting me to cut and engrave some of the round disc or whatever kind of turkey call he's doing. They have like a 2 3/4 inch round disc that go in them.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the guys that are that's in his the National Turkey Wildlife NTWF or something club. They are asking for some that's got some engravings on for whatever. And I need to find some. I think it's he say Sika spruce. No, sycamore. I'll have to look it up. He's got about 3 or 4 different ones. Hey, Jack, is that the one out of Hickory?
Yeah.
I know there's a hardwood place over in Hickory too, but I don't know if they do the like the 1/8 inch flat West pin. That's it. Yep. I got a buddy of mine that gets quite a bit of his turning blanks and stuff from there. Well, Pod, I'm glad it's working good for you.
Did you see, Greg? Don't need no more turkey calls. There's enough in here.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing with Greg. That'll just get you in trouble.
Well, there's certain things you can agree with.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Get out of here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Well, that's
okay. I'm gonna have to make a suggestion for Lightburn to stop that freaking when you're trying to shrink something down. To stop it from flipping upside down all the time, unless you hit like control or something. That
mine
needs to
does
stop
that
immediately.
We're gonna have to take that up. And I'm gonna drop that to about 7.
I'm making some custom signs for this new earring display because I've got a crossbar holder on the 3D printer. It's probably got 3 hours left to print, but it's going to snap down over. I'm going to screw it into the side so it holds it. I've got a slot in it for my signage to slip into it when I get there, and it's got 2 holes coming up in it so I can put a rope handle on it so I can pick it up and carry it. So I got a lot going on in these. I got 2 of those to do, and I'm trying to get my signage done so I can fit it into the little slot. Perfect.
Well, Dwayne,
Hey, Jack. Well, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a guy in, I think he's out of Clemens. It's Richard Moore Custom Sawing. He does a lot, and he sells this stuff at like Klingspor. But the guy in there at Klingspor told me he's got a shop, his own shop in, is it somewhere in Clemens, I think. But that persimmon right there is beautiful. I've done a lot of bookmarks out of it.
Where are we talking about 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch stuff? The hardwood edge, they have 1/8 inch. That's where I buy all my 1/8 inch stuff from.
Okay. I'm gonna look around.
Talking about West Penn. Oh, he's talking about West Penn. I had to go back up, scroll back up.
Yeah, there's West Penn. It's over in Hickory. It's kind of to the west of me a little bit, but it's probably about 45 minutes ish.
it turned out all right.
I need more energy. I just freaking down that thing. How much more do I need?
Yeah, I don't need no more energy.
I'm a low energy kind of guy.
Bouncing off the freaking walls as it is.
Well, that's because you're drinking liquid crack.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Hey, Jack, I've got a guy up here. I think he's got quite, I don't know how much he's asking for any of it, but he's got quite a bit of, I think he told me he had quite a bit of cherry and some walnut, one of the two, and maybe even both. I'll check and see if he's got any 2 inch if you're interested. And I think his is kiln dried.
Okay.
Which I know you probably got somebody that does a lot of that, but
It's not doing the thing. Why this alien? I'm telling you what, guys, this alien cell is it's causing me a lot of headaches right now because it doesn't work with their program. The program keeps telling me that I have to connect my machine when I've done everything that they require for me to connect my machine. It sees my machine. It knows my machine's name. It knows that my machine is completely up to date. It even can see the camera from the corner in. But if I try to do anything in the alien cell space, it won't let the machine work. So I'm in Lightburn, and now Lightburn's having problems.
Why don't you have another C4?
I don't drink C4. I spent the whole morning driving around on a pickup truck, and I finally got back into my shopper on 1:30, and so I've been in here for an hour.
Look, he's twitching. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that.
That's just aggravating me. Millie, what do you want, baby? Come here. Come here. I know you gotta have some loving.
All right.
All right. You get this for just a second, then you gotta go to bed. Okay, that's not doing what I need to do. Let's see. There you go. All right, now, hop down. Hop down.
I don't even want to know what it was. When I was in the furniture refinishing business, we would go down to Kalamazoo or somewhere down where it was at. There's Johnson's Workbench. It was like a Rockler store where they had a bunch of hardwood. And I'll tell you what, we would probably spend $800-900 on a trip down there and hardly get anything for it. I would hate, and that was 12 years ago. So I'd hate to see what, what's up, Tony? I would hate to see what that stuff costs now.
Yeah,
Okay, I think it's homing finally. I have to keep right-clicking the devices button or going into my comms, turning off the comm that it's on, and then turning it back on for after it frames, because it frames when I hit stop framing because I got it on continuous so I can go mess with it because the cameras don't work over there. It just keeps framing, so I have to like literally turn it off and then turn it back on again. So do you turn it off and then turn it back on again?
Jeremy, have you had any luck out of the Lightburn with it yet?
I'm using Lightburn right now.
Oh, okay.
Because Alien Space won't recognize my laser, even though it recognizes my laser. Yeah, Pie-Eyed, I do the same thing. I even got emails back from their stuff that told me to do exactly that, and I got it to work with this Alien software once since I got the new machine. But then I didn't even actually get to do it, because once I got it to recognize the machine, turn the cameras on and look at it, it wouldn't let me separate my cut layer out of my other layer or add, it's not good. All right, I am focusing.
Jim, you're having way too much fun at that.
I'm telling you. He's spinning like a crackhead. Oh, God.
Who is?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm okay.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're
I'll
talking
be
about.
like that next week trying to get ready for that show. So
Yeah, I'm just hoping I got enough stuff.
well, this one that I'm going to, there's a lot of people. I'm hoping, anyways. I don't know how it's going to go, but I was on one. I bought some files because honestly, I didn't have nowhere near enough Mother's Day files and some stuff like that. So I bought them. I mean, because I didn't have time to sit down. And these, so far, I think it's laser SVG templates. I bought some from, and every one of those that I have ran so far has been as, and I'm talking about even to the point of, which now I put my own designs on it, but like the ones that's got all of that right there was straight out of the file. I hadn't touched them, and that was kind of surprising. Now I did put the back piece on this for the picture to slide on because this particular one was made for, it's just a flat panel, and then you can engrave a picture into it. But I wanted this to be able to where people could just slide a picture in if they didn't, it's something I could put on the table and sell right then instead of, because not everybody's going to put in an order for whatever. So,
yeah. Yeah, I would, if I had to try to design anything on the We Create software, I would smash everything I have.
Well, that's why you design all your stuff in Lightburn.
Well, yeah, but there again, and then if I don't save it as one of three different ways, it won't recognize it. It will not recognize a Lightburn file, so I have to save it as an SVG. Yeah, I'm just taking my login stuff tomorrow with my stuff for Creative Meadow. Now, if somebody wants something, I can go in there real quick and grab it. I paid the yearly subscription with them, and I don't have a lick of problem with any of their SVGs. I mean, they burn out beautiful.
And I now like doing some of the saw blade stuff. I like Jeremy. Jeremiah is his name, from Laser N with Sharks, or I know I butchered that probably, but he is a super cool dude to work with, and all of his files for like 3D, like HD files for Slate, and then doing the depth map files that he has.
Oh, Sharks with Lasers.
Sharks with Lasers, that's it. But he does some magnificent work. And I've done a couple of his on some saw blades, and it just turned out great.
I'm just making some signage right at the moment, Greg.
You're $1 too cheap.
Huh?
You're $1 too cheap.
Dude, everybody around here pays with food stamps, so.
Oh, pack of hot dogs and some buns, you get 2 pair of earrings. Mine are $10 a piece for the solid hardwood, and then 3 for $25. And for some reason, I get a lot of 3 and 6 pack sales when I do that. It's pretty. The ladies are like, "Oh, we can do 3 for $25." Well, see, I need a pair for that, and I need a pair for this, and.
What's the length on your? Now, there's a lot of yours dangles.
Yeah.
What's the length on those? Around here, a lot. I've tried selling some of the dangles, and a lot of people just don't like how long they are.
1.76
millimeter.
Huh?
27.5.
Jim, go again.
26.5.
I do 36 max width.
Okay.
My round ones are a max 36.
Okay.
I have had some requests for some bigger ones. I didn't do it, Jim. You don't need to beat me.
Just one of these days.
Hey, Jeremy, that cutting board right there, that CO2 Galvo I was talking about, that's the perfect size for those.
Yep. I've got two of them. I got one like that, and I've got a long, like, charcuterie board, skinny, long one. And then I've got some little 4-inch round bamboo ones over there. I got to figure out what to do on them, too.
Do you all have a Marshalls or anything around? Store?
We did.
Yeah.
I think the mall closed down. The Marshalls left, and they went to. Grand
Have
Rapids.
you ever been in there and caught some of the deals that they have on some of their olive wood cutting boards?
I've never been into a Marshalls.
I'm gonna tell you what, dude. I have went in there and I have found solid olive wood. They're about probably an inch thick, and they come in different sizes because it's however the wood's shaped, and when they cut them, it's not a specific thing. And I have got a bunch of cutting boards through them, and people love them. And they sell good too. I mean, it's a decent money maker. It's not because it being olive wood, they love them.
I've got 2 cutting boards down here that I've had for a year and a half now that I've knocked them down to $15 and people won't buy them still. So it's apparently what I put on it that nobody likes. So,
well, I've made a couple up and just set them on the thing, and then people will say, "Well, can you do this or whatever?" And that's where I keep most of those because I don't waste those because just in case it's not what they want. And then I can say, "Well, I can do it at the house where I can put it on the bigger laser," but and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem," and they'll give me the sale.
now I will say that one of them was designed for we have an ice cream place that makes like a national brand that had a show, and we had it, we paid for it, but the day of the show we had like 80-mile-an-hour winds, so I decided not to go, and the people that were there lost tents, their tables flipped over, they lost a lot of their stuff. It was a disaster over there.
Jesus rolling into the temple.
One of the cutting boards that I did was specifically made for that. And then another one was a request from somebody that if I had one to let me, they came back to my show twice when I've had it there, and they refused to even, I mean, they looked at it, said it was cool. It was what they wanted, and they didn't buy it. So I get a lot of those people.
I've had quite a few.
I get a lot of those people.
I got an email the other day from somebody on a.
What's up, Bill? Ava, hi.
I really don't even know for sure where. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bill. I don't even know where they got my stuff from, truthfully, and I'm wondering if it's a scam. But I sent them a quote. I don't know if anything come of it or not, but they were wanting 60 6x8 plaques.
60. We'll send you the artwork. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that's a scam.
Okay.
Yeah, Rich warned about that in one of his videos, I think.
Okay, this is the first time I had got that. Now, like I said, and I flat out told him, I said, "You give me money up front," and I said, "You don't get no product, whatever, blah blah blah," and I just left it at that. If I get, I don't know, so I just left it alone. I was thinking it was a scam because it just seemed awful funny.
Yep.
Well, see, this is what I do because I've been a licensed builder for almost 30 years up until 2023. When I decided to do this full time, and I just didn't feel like paying for my license again, which I probably should have just kept it and done it. Anyways, I was like, when the check clears, we'll get busy.
Yep. Well, and I put in the thing. I said, "Listen," I said, "I understand." I said, "You send me the stuff," or I put in the quote. I said, "Once I receive the product," I said, before I start on it, I said, "I get 50%. I said, "I get 50% on completion." And I said, "That's before I ship anything out. That way the shipping is totaled and with
I
stuff.
don't even do that. I don't even do that anymore. Here's why. You don't do that with Etsy. You don't do that on Amazon.
Yeah.
You don't do that on a website where you order stuff. You pay for it. Boom. You order it. You pay for it.
Yeah.
They get the job done. They ship it to you. I've gotten stiffed twice from 50% down stuff. And I ain't doing it no more.
Well, that's what I'm need to do.
It don't make no sense. Nobody else does it. So I ain't doing it either. Honestly, I have a wallet right now that I got about half down on from a guy that's all he had cash on him. And I still own the wallet because he ain't paid for it. And I've called him 3 times and he won't answer the phone or keeps telling me he's sick or something. So, yeah, no more. Absolutely no more 50% down trash. No, nobody else does that. Don't do it.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Yeah, just don't do it, Dwayne. Just don't do it.
If they're serious about it, they don't have qualms paying the money.
Yeah.
Pay it. Then the work gets done.
Oh, good. Now my camera don't work. What do you mean no? Oh, for crying out loud.
That's why I still have it. That's why I still have the wallet. I'm gonna get it to him. I know the guy. I used to go to church with him. I mean, it's just he's kind of, I don't know. He's kind of that way.
Hey, Ava.
Honestly, I think he forgot I had it.
Ava Lee, you gonna drive down here tomorrow for the show?
Oh, okay. Pie-eyed, back up here. I was going to get to that. Now I have a chance to speak. It says that he does his design work in Lightburn and then burns with Alien Space. Yeah, me too. When Alien Space will actually let the machine talk to the software. That's my issue. My issue is Alien Space sees my laser, everything with it. I can even turn that little inside camera on. But when I go to do my overhead cameras or frame something, it says, please connect your machine. So I've done everything I can backwards, upside down, sideways to get it to work, and I'm done with it. So I fight with Lightburn now.
Yeah, Jack, that's what that's something I got to finish up. I've got everything I do right now. People see me through Facebook because I still haven't got the guts yet to put myself on video. And I need to. I mean, doing this, it doesn't scare me. But, I mean, I think kind of like watching Jack here lately, he does more live streams and stuff like that. And, you know, with Jeremy and Jim and all that, I just feel more comfortable in the live streams than I do the other. And I need to get out. Tony, I am in just a little bit sort of northeast of Elkin, North Carolina. Where are you from?
Actually, why don't I just center that up?
Yeah, Jack, invoice orders, repeat customers, if you know them and trust them and they haven't had that kind of they have a good reputation with you. I do that with a couple of people too. I just 3D printed a card box for 6 decks of cards with their name on the top, and a little snap lid kind of a thing, and I'll get it on Sunday when I see them. They're going camping this weekend, and I didn't want to check, so I told them bring me cash on Sunday.
Blake finally got those little golf club ends.
Oh yeah,
and I got that shipment the other day. So Blake, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
I had never been to Cleveland.
what is that?
What's
what? What's what? What are you on about? Where are we at?
I have a box. I don't know what it is. I'm going to open it.
This saw blade I'm burning right now, I've had to burn the thing 3 times because evidently the way it was tempered, because it looked like it was a pretty used blade. and it's not burning like normal.
I know what this is. Never mind. I just didn't expect it to come in a box like this. Probably in a box, within a box, in another box.
Jack, if I'm around and you want to get on a live stream together, I'll get on there with you.
All right. So they sent me this big box with this box in it. Yes.
Jack, didn't you say you had 100 of those coasters last night?
It's for my SDS drill, so I can scrape the carpet off the walls in the church. Because we got a few sections that we couldn't get it off. We had a guy bring his 4-wheeler into the church gym and hook onto it with ropes and chains and stuff and 2x4s and clamps and just drive away and try to peel that stuff off the wall. We got 3 sections that wouldn't and nothing. We couldn't do nothing. So let's go get behind and scrape it back while we pull on it. And oh wow. What is that one? Okay, I got a second 4-inch and a, what is that, inch and a half? Inch and a half. What is that?
Now that color's turning out good. I like that.
Oh, they didn't even send me everything that was supposed to be in here.
That one's going to be pretty.
Maybe they did.
Still not quite as dark as I want it to be, but it's turning out pretty decent. So, Jim, have you got a lot of hat patches made up?
50.
All different kinds?
Or like slacker, 50 patches done.
I got what?
Said you're making me look like a slacker with you having 50 patches done.
Yeah.
I've got none done.
There's one of them.
That's cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the artwork pieces I sent you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got to go in here, and if I'm going to do, because it really turned out good on the black to silver, but on this, I need to make the lettering thicker. Need to make it bold so it shows up better. That might be one I try to get done today. But yeah, I've got, I ordered, what do I got? I got 40 hats, 50 patches. I've got 2 of the empty your pocket trays with artwork already done in them. My daughter's filling up an entire rack full of earrings. I may or may not have overdid it on the earrings.
No, hey, I got this done.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you can't overdo it on the earrings because if they don't sell at this one, they'll sell at the next one.
Well, I hope so. You know, that's the thing. And I don't make them out of ply. I don't make them out of the Baltic anymore. I do everything's out of hardwood. The Paduke, the cherry, the walnut, and a maple. So we'll see what happens.
I love hardwood earrings.
My son's going to outsell me again, but of course his stuff is a lot more expensive than my stuff. So
yeah,
but I'm hoping that you know, because like they always say, you don't really look at making a ton of money at a sale or at a show. You're there to hopefully make a contact.
Well, that was the one thing with me. The last show that I had was actually the winter show of the place that I'll be at next weekend. And the lady up there, it was I want to say it was like either the week before Thanksgiving or the week after Thanksgiving. She had called me up and she had seen some of the work that I had done, because one thing that has been real popular with me is the fact that I do old recipes. They're handwritten recipes, and I can get them put on a cutting board or something even though it's a cheap cutting board, but they love it because at least they don't feel like when they give it to one of their grandkids or something like this, it's like it's on a cutting board, so it's not going to deteriorate as quick. It's not going to, hopefully, don't misplace it as quick.
Yeah.
Something they're going to hang on to. And
exactly.
she ended up, because when she sent me the message, she was like, listen, I've got, she's like, I want this put on there. She sent me the recipe or a picture of it. I said, okay. And she said, I need 15 of them. And I thought, really? And yeah, I mean, she's like, yeah, I got 15 of them I need to give out. So, you know, that was a good order, and I was tickled to death.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
And then the month before that, I had a show up in close to Boone, and this guy's always treated me real well. He's one of the bee farms. They do quite a few things, but he was doing a benefit. Well, I don't know if it's really a benefit, but anyways, they done a lot of stuff, and it was for getting meal. Everybody that paid for a meal that would feed 4 families for Thanksgiving, he had me make up a bunch of, I think it was 125 ornaments that said this ornament fed 4 families or whatever. And they would buy the ornament. Of course, it was the donation deal, but I mean, it was this, and it fed 4 family, a family of 4 is what it was. And they done real good.
Wow. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Hold on, Greg. Let me see if I've got something fancy.
Greg, I like that. That's funny.
I may or may not have something fancy.
All the fancy ones.
No way. Okay, Greg. I got some. Little stud. I got some little studs with some stuff, some bling bling in there.
I like those. Honestly, I can see those selling the little girls. I mean,
the old ladies that don't like danglers, they're the ones that buy these things. Yeah, they're $10, just like the rest of them. They're made out of hardwood.
What's the pedals made out of?
Hardwood.
Okay, I was just curious what.
And then I just went on Amazon and got like a multi-pack of little like jewelry things, and I super glue them on there.
Nice.
These are the other ones that go really, really, really good. This is all solid maple. So they're danglers, but they're a stud dangler, and they're a little itty bitty tiny guitar on a pick.
I like those.
And you can see the strings. And the guitar.
Did you do them on the Rolly, or did you do them on the
10 watt? Yep, I used the 10 watt on the Rolly.
Jim's making all kinds of noise. There's a Merle Fest is going on up not too far from the house right now. It's a big bluegrass festival. It's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
I don't mind the music and all that stuff. I just don't like that many people or being around that many people, and it's crowded, and driving through Wilkesboro is like, I don't like it, so I stay away from it.
That's the problem. I like their money.
Well, this is not something that, well, I don't know. You can possibly set up as a vendor there. I'd hate to pay for the cost of it because some of that stuff is ridiculously high. I had one woman tell me that I asked a couple years ago when I first got started, which of course I wasn't making nowhere near, and I still don't make nowhere near enough money at a show to actually pay for it. But if it was one of their Apple festivals, and I said, what is the price to get, in this area right here? And she was sitting there and she said it was $1,000 for a tent.
For what?
Yeah, that's what I said. And one of the off streets was still like somewhere between $150 and $250.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. These people are out there loving money. We got a couple of events here that Hey, look at that. That's pretty fancy.
Like that. That looks good.
We got a couple of events here, right? But I'm just like, nah, I'm not paying your price.
Yeah.
There's 3 rows with 4 hooks on each row times 4. Do the math. I got 2 stands, plus I've got the honeycomb over there with the other stuff on it. So I think you said you had too many earrings. I have a lot of earrings too, and I didn't realize how many I had. And I'm still making more designs. I have this design I did while Jim and I were on. I just made that with Lightburn's circle array and some different stuff. I threw a bunch of stuff in there. So you got little butterflies in there that are held up with the stem of, I don't know. I just made an oval and stretched it out. And that was supposed to be a flower. Oh man, I'm shaking all over the place. And it looked like a heart. So I hollowed it out. And then there's this one here that I found on Pinterest that I scavenged and changed a couple things. And now it's mine.
Reallocated.
I reallocated. One of my daughters did a Pinterest board for me with a bunch of laser cut earring stuff, and I keep getting emails with different things. So I go in there and check those out once in a while and rework a design. Top to what? That? Is that what you're talking about?
No, you were talking about putting the cardboard around it. Remember? For transporting.
Oh, that's not made yet. What's printing right now is the handle that's going to sit on the top. It'll probably, if I decide to get on tomorrow and do a live, we're doing this today because Jim's going to be busy tomorrow and tired, and I know what that's like. So I didn't want to pressure him into doing one. So I figured we'd jump on today while he was getting ready. And then Dwayne was kind of not doing anything, so we figured let's just do something. Let's just do something.
How's that make you feel, Dwayne? You weren't doing anything. Jump on here.
Yeah, I'm just that lazy bum that sits at the house.
I'm not doing nothing either. I'm just in the shop working. Good grief.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh,
I
my
know
gosh,
you are.
y'all a bunch of sensitive nipples.
I like that. Hey, don't you talk about my sensitive nipples.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's nice. I think I'm going to order a bunch of clock mechanisms when these blades get here, and I'm just going to do a bunch of clocks and get them done. I'm going to design the numbers into my artwork so that it's there, so I don't have to glue any numbers on.
I've got that done on. Well, I don't know if we was on live when I showed it or not. Did you see that square one that I done that had the deer?
No. We're about to.
Yep.
He found it.
Hey, I don't know. I think. And that's a bad thing.
All right. While you're getting that ready, I'm going to show the sign that just got done on the alien cell.
Oh no, go ahead.
All right. So I got there's my sign, both sides, and then in the middle is that. And then this piece right here will slip down into the slot that I've got being printed out of the top. So I take this out, I put it in my little bin where all my signages go to, and when I get to the thing, I just pop it down in there. So when people spin it around, they don't have to ask me how much they are because it's right here, and it's custom designs encouraged. That's what I do. I do get some requests once in a while when they see that, and then we take out the order book and write it down. But I got to glue that together, get some clear coat on it, and that'll be ready to go in the top of my box or the top of my sign. I got to make another one though. I got to have 2 of these.
Oh, sure. You just have to outdo me on the signs. I mean, look at my high dollar signs.
Hey, they ain't wrong with those signs.
Hey, listen, look at
it's rustic.
These are all of my signs that I have for everything. And some of these are made out of that craft paper, that color changing craft paper. And I got little plastic bins, and I fold this up in the green line and stick it in behind some ornaments. Then I got all of these, and then down here, right here, is a little stand that I cut out, and then I place it by there. And these are leaners; they just lean up against things, in front of stuff. So there's my lasered PMags. I love that bullet with the wings and the stuff on there. It was pretty fun.
Freedom Seed.
Save that.
What do you got going there, Dwayne?
Oh,
I was going to wait till he got done.
Oh, he's done. Look at that. Oh, that's going to make a nice clock.
Oh, yeah. I see the numbers in it. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
But when I done the scene on that one, I went ahead and had everything set up to where I could, the number of
Bye, Evalie. See you nice.
There. Bye, Evalie.
See you, Evalie.
See you nice. So what did I say that for? Because I was reading her other one that says that's nice crafted. And I don't know how to read and speak at the same time.
I'm sending Beth a text, and I'm going to tell her that you can't have any more C4s.
No, I don't drink C4.
Or whatever those things are.
It's
no,
ghosty.
I don't drink C4.
Oh.
Yeah, you might blow up.
My son drinks C4. I don't like them.
I don't like any of them. I don't like any of those energy drinks.
I drink the Ghost ones because they don't give me palpitations. Does anybody remember Vault?
Yep.
And 5 Hour Energy. I think 5 Hour Energy, the little
I've
tiny
done the 5 Hour Energy. I didn't do the vaults.
I would do a 5 Hour Energy after my coffee, after 2 Mountain Dews, like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the job site. I would drink a bottle of Vault, 20 ouncer of Vault. There was another one too that they banned. I used to drink
like that. My wife would love that because
hold on, zooming in. Oh, lovely.
My wife loves the Highland cows.
Yes, my girls do too. Anyways, I would drink a Vault and a 5 Hour Energy Chaser. And you think I'm hyper now? One of the guys actually tied a rope to my waist one day and hooked it to a chimney on top of a roof because they thought I was going to fly away.
Now, when I had the 5 Hour Energies, I was working, let's see here, it was working 12-hour shifts from, I think it was 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning at a local, it was called Chatham's, but they done a lot of blankets and stuff. And we worked 12-hour shifts, and I would always hit my 5 Hour Energy about somewhere around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock-ish, maybe 5. And then sometimes I'd have 2 because, that didn't help none.
All right.
Tony, are you talking about like actual guitar picks?
So I have this. Mountain Scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to do a log cabin in the woods with a stream, with a deer, smoke rising out the chimney with the little mountain in the background.
Somebody's getting picky.
That would require me to go to the chat.
Or it might require me to find mine that I already made and send it to you.
Well, there's that.
Tony, if you're talking about actual guitar picks, the complaint that we get a lot about the earrings is, especially that's why I don't do plywood anymore. The 3mm plywood is they're too light, but yet they don't want them too heavy. But the hardwood ones I have found from people who have bought them and come back to buy more said they're the perfect weight. So the actual guitar picks for earrings would be way too light.
Hey, Jim.
Unless I could find some stainless ones, and then that I would probably do some stuff with. Yeah.
Hobby Lobby.
Yep.
Menards. Actually, Menards is cheaper than Hobby Lobby. I know if you hit the sale just right.
Well, I don't have a Menards. That one right yonder, I bought 2 of those because I've got a couple of people around here, deer hunters. They like those long ones like that because they'll take, well, the last one I done, he took and boiled the skull and antlers and then put the skull on top, and then across the bottom, I had a picture of him and his daughter, and I took that and engraved the picture of him and his daughter with the deer below it and put their names on the bottom of it.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Okay. Connection lost means your USB connection was dropped by either your controller or your computer. That's stupid.
It's just dumb.
I literally just homed it, focused it, and went to do it. And as soon as I went to do that, and now it's framing. Okay, the alien cell needs work. I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys are using this, if whoever's using it, and you don't have any problems, perfect. I'm happy for you.
It sounded sarcastic.
No, I am genuinely happy for somebody who doesn't have any issues with this machine.
Yeah.
I want it to work so badly. I want it to work well for me, and it's not.
I can tell you, if I had the extra money, and if anybody wants to send me one, that would be awesome. That last little video Rich done, that was it a cell laser? Dude, that's going to be a nice little laser.
I just watched that video this morning.
I want a 1 laser.
That would be a fun little laser.
Only if you're going to get into acrylics and stuff that I would want a 1 laser.
That's what I want. I want to be able to do the acrylics.
Well, see, that's the only reason that I've got that right there. Is so I can cut acrylic and do some of the bigger pieces that I wanted because of the bed size. But now, as far as I've got to figure out a way, for some reason, I can't get my tumbler that I love my mom port right there, but I'm having issues with it not wanting to, like when you first turn it on and you go to home, or when it wants to automatically home, it hits the 10,000 on the X and Y, and it sits there and bangs like crazy. And everybody says that it's got something to do with the sensors. Okay, I'm good with that. I've replaced the sensors, both of them.
Yeah.
And it didn't fix it. But I can go into the thing, the controller on the laser itself, and I can go in there and it will, I can home the X and Y individually, and it does fine. And as long as it stays turned on, it does fine. But if you tell it to, if you actually go in Lightburn and tell it, whether it's Lightburn, whether it's RD Works, or whether it's EasyCAD, and you tell it to home, or if you just turn the machine on and it goes and it tries to home both of them at the same time, it will not it won't home good. But everything else about the machine works great. It's just those two little things, and I've got that workaround around it. But because of it not homing, I can't undo that one axis. That is the x-axis, I guess, y-axis, whichever one it is. I can't get it. Won't home when you hook up the rotary. So now I've lost the ability to do my tumbler engraving. So that's why I was talking to you about early, Jeremy, is either do I spend the money and get that one that I found on that Galvo? CO2, that Galvo, or do I just go ahead and try to pick up at Rolly and then find a I'm not sure if I'm not sure if they have the tumbler or the rotary with it. So I'd have to find one of those and just make it my dedicated. I can set it right here to my right hand side, and because I can easily hook up to my air vent or air evac and stuff, and just try to use it for temporary purposes because for some reason now that I can't do tumblers, I'm getting people that's wanting tumblers. So
that is always going to be the case.
I don't.
Whenever you're set up for something, you never get the phone calls. Whenever you're not set up for it, it's when people want stuff.
Yep. So I have messaged Cloud Ray and I have tried messaging Monport, and both of them tell me to go through all these tests and everything. I've done all the tests. I've showed them videos. I've done all of that, and I still cannot get that thing to home like it's supposed to. I need to do some of those. That's the one thing I have not done on my 60 watt fiber.
What's that, tumblers?
No, cutting the earrings. I've done a tumbler on it, and it does all right if you're doing like the end of like just leaving it in the same spot and don't. But hooking it up to a rotary, my fiber laser wants to burn and leave marks on the tumblers.
I got a piece of aluminum flashing sheet that I stick underneath that, so that in between these here, I'll turn this camera on so you can see what I'm doing.
Hey, Chuck. Parts pieces. Where's my parts pieces?
But I don't have a $350 clamp, so I got these bars and I just use it and do my own thing with it because, country boy.
Can survive.
Hey, yep. Jeremy, that one right yonder is a lot cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah, but the ones that I got right here came with the machine, so I don't have to buy them. So anyway,
I don't blame you for that either. Mine didn't come with that. I bought mine used. So
there you go.
Got crap flying everywhere here.
I got these bars right here.
Are those double stacked?
Pinch that copper or that brass between them, and then I stick this underneath so it doesn't mar up the aluminum bed any more than what I already did. Okay. I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, I don't want to mark up my bed on my laser, so I'm like, you know what? Wham! It's a machine. Use it.
Yeah.
Jack, the only ones you can find now are plastic. I was thinking, honestly, about buying some stock and just cutting them and making some bars with the drill press and stuff, and just pre-drilling and countersinking and whatnot. But I don't know. I looked into that, and it's more expensive than I want to do. Like, for a guy like me to do stuff is it's not cost effective for people out there to buy it because I'm not China and I'm not buying 4,000 units at a time so I can get the price down. So that's the hard part about it.
Yeah, I understand that. I think I 3D printed most of my my little X and 90-degree corners.
I'm sure plastic bars would pinch that brass in there just fine.
Yeah.
But when it gets hot is when that's the problem. That's why I like that, because it might melt, because that metal is very hot when it gets done cutting. So
one of the very first coins I done after I got that from Patrick, I was sitting there and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna be smart. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna try something. So I 3D printed one of those nice fancy coin holders that you stick the coin in. It's got the hose hooks into the back of it, but it pulls air from like 3 different spots. So I did that, and I was sitting there running a coin, and I thought, this is working out pretty good. And I was just playing around with it. Next thing I know, I look over at my coin, the coin was gone. And it had got so hot that it melted and fell. It melted the PLA and fell down way below it. And then the whole thing just, it was a mess. I actually had to take a hammer and beat the PLA off just to get the coin back out of so I could play with the other side of it. What's the holder for, Jim?
Knives. No, knives.
Oh, okay.
My son doesn't have any holders for his knives, so
my preacher, he does. He's retired, so he does. He makes antlers, lights like chandeliers, lamps, and stuff like that out of deer antlers and elk antlers and stuff. But the last couple of years, he started doing. Well, he's been doing it for quite a few years, but he started doing. He'll order the blanks because he has no way of actually like making the knives like your son does. But he'll take and he puts the handles on them and stuff like that. Matter of fact, right here's one that he had done for me. It's a double-bladed pocket knife.
Oh, nice.
And but now a lot of his knives, when he gets blanks and stuff in, I will do I do his logo and everything for him.
Yeah, see, if I was a good dad, I'd have put my son's logo on there, but I'm questionable at best.
Well, you do have that We Create. You could just throw it in there and put his logo on there somewhere.
Well, Dwayne, you are correct, but I just don't see it happening.
Jeremy, how many people do we have in the chat right now?
There's 9 watching. We're like top 5% of live streams going on right now.
Oh, we're killing it.
Yeah.
Smoking.
We are riveting content for people. They can't get enough waiting to go away. I mean, they can't get enough of us.
Well, Jeremy, if somebody is interested in it and they want this, you can do a giveaway.
Okay.
Or you can do it tomorrow. It depends on what you want to do.
Well, if I do get on tomorrow and Jim's not around, I might contact you to get on with me again.
Well, I might not be here because my son and daughter have a wrestling tournament tomorrow.
Okay.
I was going to say, it's getting down to tournament time.
Well, no, the school part tournaments is already over with. We've had our state championships and stuff.
Oh.
But my son is trying to get there's 2 tournaments going on. I can't remember which ones he's going to do it, but if he finishes in the top 6 in his weight class for those particular ones, they will they get a chance to work out 1 day a week for the entire summer with one of Appalachian State wrestling team.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's a good deal.
And I'm wanting to say the tournament he's going to tomorrow he's using for practice. just to get ready for next weekend to kind of stay loosened up and stuff like that. But he's he was, I think he finished fifth in North Carolina. They didn't have, they only had the finishing for like 1 through 4. But in his weight class, he ended up coming in. He would have come in fifth if he had a 5th place spot. So, but this is his junior year. He's kind of got himself locked in right now. So if he can make it next year, he's bound and determined to be standing on the podium next year. So
perfect.
I said,
always got to have goals.
That's the goal that you want to have. I said, I'll do whatever I can to help you complete it. So where he's trying to get ready and do all that. So
okay, so
I think I'm almost ready to do this. I had to do I had to take these guitar pick earrings that are these ones right here.
I like those. Oh, I really like those.
Yeah. So
Is that in one of your files that you sell?
No, I don't sell my earring files because some of these are, like I said, from Pinterest. Some of them I've purchased from little packs, and then some of them I've designed my own with ChatGPT and on my own stuff. I don't remember which ones they are.
Okay.
I
wouldn't mind getting a hold of something similar to that or making something similar to that, because there's quite a few people around here that I know that might be interested in some of those, and I haven't never seen those before. So that might be something I can work out to my advantage a little bit.
There you go.
I've got some Sasquatch ones.
Let me turn the laser on and see if I can get the thing to line up where I want it.
Don't hit it with a hammer.
I have 2 hammers. Which one?
The big one.
Okay. Wait, why am I still on here?
I don't know. You're the one in control, pal.
I don't like it.
Where? I really hate when I organize stuff.
Dude, my shop is a disaster zone right now. I am embarrassed.
I was looking for something, but I can't find it. So
I am embarrassed to be in here sometimes. It's all the work that's been getting done at the church and outside and around. When we're done, because it rains, just for some strange reason, it'll pop up shower. So I got to bring everything inside. It just gets thrown everywhere in here because we know we're going to need it right away. So I'm like, I have little lanes that I'm walking through right now until I can get this place cleaned up.
You know, I think I talked to you yesterday. I mowed yesterday. Well, I don't even really call that mowing. The only thing I done was cause dirt tornadoes. Because it has been so dry here. I honestly, truly have never seen my grass turn brown in April, ever. In the 20-some years that I've been here, or 28 years, I've never seen my grass turn brown, not in April. And it was just, I mowed yesterday, and then about lunchtime, my wife had came home and was eating for a little bit, and I was sitting there, and I hollered at her. I think it was right before Jeremy had hollered or texted me or something, and she said, "What is that noise?" And I looked outside, and it was raining. It rained for like 5 minutes, and now the sun's back out.
Well, we were in Fremont in town today in a store, and it wasn't raining, but 5 minutes after we walked in, it hit the roof of that store, and it sounded like it was caving in.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes, and then it clicked, and we walked out. It wasn't raining. Before we left the driveway, started downpouring again. So it's just like little popcorn clouds full of.
Jack, be good. See you later.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just kind of chilling. I don't know how long we're gonna be on here. We got 10. He's leaving, but we got 10 now. So people are popping in and popping out. I'm fixing to cut. I'm fixing to cut this.
Look, I'm out here until I can't hardly see straight. Then I got to load my truck up. So y'all want to stay on?
I'm here to whenever. I mean, we can stay here and party all day long.
I don't care. Well, I could do the smaller ones on the limos. Maybe.
All right, that's not what I want. Why did that not go?
Jeremy, how thick is that?
I did not get all of them. I ran a
0.8.
I will measure that in a minute.
Is that like 0.08 or something? 0.8.
Okay. So I've got that.
Okay.
So I've got 2 of those done for
All right, here we go. Let's try this again.
I've got 2 there that
That's what I wanted.
I'm happy you're not pizza.
Oh yeah, email that to me.
Are you running that on a wobble?
That's the black mark I'm putting down. I ain't cutting yet.
Oh
Yeah, he's running on a wobble, Dwayne, because he's had 14 energy drinks today.
I've had one.
I always run on a wobble.
That's because I've been plumbing for 40 years and my knees are gone. Yeah, so this is how my Tuesday went. Get to work, checking my emails, or one of my other guys that I work with, he got called in. So we have a building, we have several over there that have a problem with groundwater.
I'm just in one and then.
Okay. And he says, I got water coming out of the wall. There's a broken pipe. And of course, my brain, since my wife passed away, doesn't work. And once I sat down and I thought about it, I was like, I know exactly where this is at. So it's a steam tunnel on the other side of the building. And yeah, it's a 60-foot crawl. It's 100 degrees in there. It's humid. And I'm getting ready to get back in there. And my knees are like, are you sure you want to do this?
Nope.
I'm like, no, but we ain't got no choice. So, yeah, it was fun. Come out just wringing wet. 8:30 in the morning. Got to sit there with soggy underwear and drippy socks for the whole day.
All right, this is 8 passes to cut through. The other one, I don't know what the heck that was, but it was on 150. And I'm like, I don't know why it's not stopping. I don't need 150 passes.
Look, it's making sparks underneath. I can see it.
Yep.
That's something I haven't played with mine enough yet to learn the.
I'll bet with my feather duster it takes me 1,000 passes.
Yeah, it cuts through in about 3 passes, but there's little spots and stuff here and there that don't like that.
Okay, so
I have just ordered, because of the coins that I'm going to be doing here before long. I ordered one of those magnetic tumblers. It's not the big Vivor one, but it's the 100 millimeter container one. I finally broke down and ordered one of them because those things are really nice.
Oh, these ones are etched.
Yeah, those ones are etched. Those ones are ready to go. I don't know what I'm going to do with that big old burly thing. But, so I've got that one there. I've got 2 here.
I just sent you another idea for one.
Okay. Passes and memories. Yeah.
So I think if you do those 2, then you have some blank ones.
To offer for custom.
Yeah. So,
I got to finish sand and I see a little bit of Chinesium still on there. So I think cutting boards, I think I'll do 25 on.
hang on. My brain is too tired. I can't remember.
I know we have a price sheet somewhere, but
Okay, cutting boards.
what time you guys heading up to McCall tomorrow?
9:30.
20,056. That should be good.
Okay, the cutting boards that are all four the same size. Yes, those are all the same size.
Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, I think 56.
For what?
Sit on that wood.
What else do you have out here?
Uh, no, they're all skinnies. They're all the slims. They're all for bottles.
Oh, I want those. Like water bottles?
Beer bottles.
Oh, beer bottles. Oh. Like, what are you?
I don't understand it. I ordered. Oh, those are
170.
Those would be good for the golf course. These are not slims. These are bottles.
You could just take those and like if somebody wanted something like a name on them.
Yeah.
I would do that. I'd take them and be like, your name on this.
Your name on
Or
this.
a name on this.
I'm gonna go back over that one more again. It doesn't seem like that was enough.
Just
Apparently, my
wasn't
settings
enough.
got messed up.
Yeah, I'll take those and put them in a box.
Yeah.
Oh, you need oil on those.
Yeah.
I just need those. Okay, so I'll put them in. We need to etch that one.
I got the camera moved around, so I'm gonna be looking down here as I pull that thing together, so you guys can see what I'm doing right overhead.
I got one more with the angle on it. I think
Right there.
I think for these, I think $30 enough.
Probably.
You?
Yeah.
And the pizza peel is going to be the same way.
Okay.
It's $30. I got a lot of junk. I got a lot more stuff than I thought. And I think I'm really good.
Where's all your hats?
Hats are sitting on the porch. Patches are on the table.
Okay, well, I was just going to put everything in boxes for you. So you can get it all organized.
Oh yeah, my wobble is turned on. By the way, on this.
Paper, or do you want me to go ahead and write the stuff?
What do you clean yours up with? A little buffing pad for a Dremel?
What?
Do you clean that up with a Dremel?
These.
I have
little-
I have like an 800 grit buffing wheel that I had for my shop on my angle grinder.
Uh-huh.
So I just clean it up, smooth it out, get it all brightened up on that.
Oh, okay. Well, I know. I've seen some that have those little buffing wheels that goes on the little end of the little Dremels.
Yeah, it doesn't work on this stuff.
$28 a 10 without artwork.
So do one for the cutting boards and PTS. $30 each. Of these. And do.
One nice thing about it being locked into that clamp area too is that when I mess around with it, it ain't moving from side to side, back and forth. So if it don't come out easy, I can just get another go for it, and it doesn't move.
Personalize them with that.
What's that?
Cozies.
Yep.
I would just take them blank and have offer it like, look what I can do.
Look what I can do.
How much for those?
I don't know. What you boys think? Those, how much for the koozies? If I do them on site.
On site.
I sell mine for $15.
That's why I was getting ready to say I wouldn't do them for less than 15.
Got it. 15 customized.
Mm-hmm.
One side.
Yep. If they want two sides, it's 20.
Yeah. You're gonna need a bigger hammer.
Yep.
Keychains.
Yeah, something's wrong with my settings on that one. Because
which I want to lay those out, but I also want to show that I've got
Extras. Okay, so you inbox that.
Well, one thing I've noticed too is I can do two different same looking material. Everything's the same, come out of the same pack.
that's
Sometimes
just
it don't
fonts
do the same.
I have
well, this one's
I have 426 fonts on
Right,
that.
because you can do these on the spot.
Yeah, I can do those on
Inbox it.
wow,
that wasn't the right settings anyway. I don't know what happened to the file I had, but
and weirdly enough, they don't fit.
I didn't really feel like messing with it, so I just went with it, and yeah, it worked kind of ish, kind of not. But yeah,
Keychains I think are $5 for the already done ones, and to do on site. I think 7. Dwayne, what do you sell your keychains for? I've got the wood ones and I've got the LSA leatherette ones. I'm thinking if I have blank ones and I do them on site, put a name or something on there, probably $7.
I do mine for $8, and then the second side for $2 extra, so it stays $10.
Yeah. And I would do that for either one of them.
Okay. God, I must spend all my day out here making signs.
Well, I can write things for you.
If you want. I don't want to take up your whole day. Your husband's home.
He's working on things.
Did you just give her an excuse?
Yeah. That's my daughter.
That's hey, my wife would say the exact same thing.
Are you only doing these for 10 minutes?
Yeah, when I mail stuff out. No, we've got enough.
This is too much work. I don't like this. This didn't turn out the way the other ones have done.
I don't like how the Lumos does it.
There we go.
Unless it's the purple or whatever.
I got to work on that. I got to work on that a different way, and I can't do it on this glass top. So
You're not confident about
I think I've got a color that goes, but I'm not impressed with it. But I'm not buying it.
okay, let me figure this out.
My hat badge. It's not bad.
No, it's visible.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see you back because I think people.
But I ran by their settings, and I picked that sucker up last night, and I dropped it very quickly.
Very hot.
Oh, it was really
I
warm.
see $5 a piece on those. People probably do that tags already.
I have hardware for that too. Deal and put it on rings. Yep.
Oh, we do. I love spiders.
I'm going to do cleaning.
Black box.
I was asking you the next one.
Oh, that's my high-end journal.
I got a couple of
Yeah.
picks that I'm going to use to punch that stuff out with, and I'll just do this and show you when I'm done.
Hello, Niels.
So this is what I do. I just set it on a speed square, so I've got that open area, and I just punch stuff out.
Come here.
Y'all may have a different way to do it, but this is what I got.
Come here.
So
I know you probably got to go to the bathroom, don't you?
I think. What does SD stand for? I think it's still.
You don't have to chill out a bit.
Oh, buckskin.
Okay. Mwah. You got your loving. Now give keep all this now. All right, go in. Let them in.
You have a whole drawer
Stay.
full of guys.
Stay.
I should put some googly eyes on that. I was thinking about maybe trying to get one of my monitors to the of this. Like when I go to
Also, this wasn't like perfectly right directly under the galvo itself. It was kind of up a little bit, so there was a little bit of an angle cut going on there, which wasn't a lot, but it might have been enough just to make it weird.
I just take it to the end of the table, kind of at the end of the table, so we can come over to the end. And I got fun.
I have 426. They definitely don't
Really?
go down the rabbit trail of font or 1,001.
All right. Lay down.
No, that's why I
Lay down.
said turn your computer.
Lay down. Man, you're going to have to lay down.
Just have your computer where you can turn it so they can see
There.
the fonts are.
There's one all popped out.
Or just
I'll
have-
just get that buffed up here in a minute. Let me get the other one worked on.
See, and then say, okay, I got these three in this and these three in that.
Did you say that was a big buffing wheel?
Okay, so
Yeah, it's kind of.
think of that. I think that
You
should
want
be
to take
good.
this blank?
Huh?
You have one done.
Yeah, I'll take a blank one.
Hey, Jim, how far away is this place set up? Are you setting up from?
Oh my gosh,
For
dude!
me.
It's a long ways. It is
About 1 mile.
yeah, about a mile and a half.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
wait.
want.
this is.
How are
this-
you going to be able to afford to drive there to get set up with it that
I'm
far
putting
away?
it in a wagon and tying it on behind my bicycle.
All right.
I started. Yeah.
There's my daughter Kelsey. She's my
Hey,
manager.
Kelsey.
I feel sorry for her.
You should.
She is in my prayers as much as you are, Jim.
Wow!
I appreciate that.
Oh, wow!
Are you taking this,
Wow!
this one and this one?
Yes.
I know what she has to deal with.
You said you had leather.
I do. They are in.
That's funny. My wife says the same thing to me.
Right. There should be.
Come here.
Dwayne, where'd you put it?
Where'd I put what?
Where'd you put my keychains at?
I need
Over
a
there.
Over there.
leatherette.
Yes.
I need a hat
No,
that
the other over there.
Cool.
I don't
No,
know
the
what
other way.
you have on it, but you should make it for Tiana.
So,
Well, I have to say, when I'm cleaning the face of these saw blades, it's kind of cool because, especially if they hadn't been used like this one I'm getting ready to do, that little protective coating that's put on the blade, it almost looks like when the laser runs over, it looks like cellophane.
so I'm
It just bubbles up, and I can pull the whole sheet off.
these hat clamps.
Nice. All right. So I got them both done. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna go run that grinder a minute. I'll get these buffed up.
Okay, here, oil
All right.
these.
Yep.
Wait, you don't want to oil these blank ones before you catch
No.
You just need to oil those two.
Yeah. So these are all labeled. Look at this one. It came out silver.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know it.
Lord have
Well,
mercy.
I was running I ran a couple of different passes. But look at that, how that comes out.
Hey, Greg, where are you from? Or where
Greg's
you
from
located?
Oregon.
Oregon.
Give me your paper so I can go write these things down.
What paper?
I always wanted to go. I want to go up to the coast of Oregon.
Those.
Ones you're not
Okay. Yeah. Getting to it. Yeah, well, Greg, there's this thing that we've been discussing here lately. It's called procrastination. And, well, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
You won't be talking about it tomorrow. You won't be there.
That's a true story. That's why you filling in for me, Dwayne.
dog tags.
Hopefully, if I'm going to be here, I will.
Single-sided
Single-sided.
and phone number.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I would say just name and phone number on the little dog tags. That is one thing I will say about this Lumos. It has a dead-on camera.
Well, good.
So
That's the one thing that's the only reason I've been thinking about selling my little the little F1 that I've got from X Tool and upgrading to their F2 because it's got a camera and everything in it. I would really like to have that.
Yeah.
When especially setting up at shows.
How's the software with the X Tool? I'm not a big X Tool fan, but
I'll be honest with you. I think X Tool got a bad rap. Now, this is my personal.
sure.
I know everybody's got their own way of thinking with stuff, but for me so far and what I use it for, I can't say I've had any problems out. Now, it's quite a bit different, but for the most part, it's pretty easy to work with. Once you get it, once you kind of get acclimated to it, it's pretty easy to work with. But when I'm here at the house, I still work with Lightburn so much. But now, like when I guess last year or the year before, I watched Rich's video where he does the little coins and puts his logo on the front, and then I started putting a QR code on the back of it. So I'll hand them out when I go, like I'll just have like a container somewhere on my table, and people will be like, do you have a business card? And I'll just throw them a coin. And they're like, what is this? And I said, flip it over. And they'll scan it, and they're like, holy crap, I love that.
Yeah.
And it's not something that normally they'll see it, and instead of a card that they'll throw in the trash, or it'll be laid up and it'll get thrown in the trash later, normally that stays with them just a little bit longer than the other. But anyways, I started making mine out of MDF sheets, a little 1/8 inch. And I'll take and put that on there, and it's just I'll cut them out on my CO2, and then Taylor or Skylar, one of my kids, will sit there, and they'll be like, they'll come in here and want to hang out, and I'll be like, well, if you're bored, then I'm putting you to work. And I'll have like 60 or 70 of them stacked up, and I'll say, here, just slide them back in and out, and just hit the button, double tap. And because this one has got a little, I don't know if you can see it from right there, but it's a little double tap button like the foot switch for a fiber.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a little one, and I can sit there instead of having to go back and go through it every time. It'll just sit there, and I double tap it, and it just runs it again. So, and I'll do one side, and then I'll do the next side. So it's not that bad. And there's little things like that. Now, with their CO2s and stuff like that, the bigger diodes and stuff, I've never messed with. Hey, Scott, will you do me a favor and run Millie out?
Yeah,
I'm on a live.
I think I'll go $4 a coaster
Where?
Culver's for a single.
Okay.
It's
When?
it is Tuesday, April 28th at 11:30 p.m.
Save a couple bucks, 16.
You can't do that. You're in school.
Oh yeah.
Like don't go against it. We got occupation and stuff.
All right, run her out real quick. She's been aggravating the crap out of me. I'll talk to you in a minute.
She just wants some loving. She just wants to be on your lap.
All right, so buffing that out, it got rid of that black mark. I'm trying to put that back in.
That dog is the lovingest, lickingest dog I've ever had in my life. Now, my bloodhound, she loves to cuddle. Now, that one, oh, every time I sit down on the couch, she sits right here or she sits right here. I took her to get her last.
My daughter will send you her dog.
Well,
she's a big old fat pet, and she is a loving dog, but she kept her up all night last night, so she's not happy.
She hyperfixates.
Well, now I took and had now before we got Millie, I think it was back.
You want to help?
I can't remember. Anyways, our dog Belle, she was a Great Dane, which now she was a lap dog too.
Great. All right, I don't think there's there's anything down there.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Drop it.
Nope. No droppings. All right, be back. I gotta take stuff in the house.
Oh, your paper. Right on. Thanks. Brown paper.
Down another cleaning pass. Another cleaning pass.
Sure, there.
You know all this stuff off.
I've got a brand new. I think I got a brand
Jeremy, I like the way them turned out.
Yeah,
I got
this one
two.
here.
I've got 2 pieces of that brass plate like that. I think I ordered the, it's either 0.6 or 0.8. One of the
All right,
two.
so
0.08.
this is what it looks like now with that black put back in.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. So
How did you put the black back in? Did you mark it? Or
yeah, I got a mark. I did the black mark before I cut it with the cut, and then the buffing took the black back off. So I just left. Well, you saw what I did there.
yeah.
Let me put that back in. So I just left that there. I put that bar back underneath it, and then I just put this in its place. I didn't move any of the artwork. Turned the black on, turned the cut off, and then just ran it.
Okay, that's
So-
what I was wondering. I didn't see you stick the bar back underneath the
Yeah. So I got rid of the aluminum underneath and put that bar in so it would hold it up because it was falling through. And I just
Nice.
placed it back in and then hit go again, and it's in the exact same spot. I don't have to move anything. So that's the one nice thing I like about doing this kind of stuff with those lock bars and its fiber is that
Yes.
it doesn't go anywhere. It just doesn't move.
yes. Did your brother? Did your uncle take you out? Because you're absolutely annoying the bejeez out
But
of
yeah.
me.
Anyway, so we got a couple guitar out of brass guitar picks. I'll probably throw those up, get some of the hardware put in it, put it on one of these cards, and throw it up there and see what happens. These I generally get $15 a piece for on my brass ones.
Well, you have to. I mean, that stuff. Well, any kind of brass is out of this world expensive right now.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. Which now that one coin, I've been buying some of those coins from Jeremiah and stuff. I mean, and he's got them in 1.25 inches, and he's got them 1.5 inches, and they're not bad priced. Now they're not knurled. The ones I got's not knurled or anything. But I do have some. I want to put in an order with that Limitless Solutions because I want some of their golf. What is it? Where you stick down the divot tools?
Okay.
I want to do some of them. Jeremiah done one of those I think it was earlier this week, and that was cool. But I want to do these from Blake at Great Lake. I want to do some of them. I've got some golf clubs around here that I would like to see if I could get tied in with and do some of those. Because honestly speaking, some of these country clubs and stuff, some of those guys is going to see stuff like that and they're going to be like, I wouldn't mind having those, and they don't care what it costs. I mean,
no, you need to find out if the clubhouses will want to buy that with their branding on it.
well, that's what I'm going to do. And then
Yeah.
if any of the customers that they have and the players come in and they've got and say, I wouldn't mind having a set of those, but I want a set that's got my initials on it, or, that's what I wouldn't mind doing. Because I think Blake was on was it last night or the night before last? He was on a live stream with Rick and what's his name? Steve. And I was watching them for a little bit, and I was everything. Matter of fact, I ordered some more stuff from him because they got some of those same little golf ends, but at the time I pre-ordered these, they had come out with some that's made out of brass, and so I ordered a couple of sets of those too.
Nice.
All right, Nelly, where'd you go? All right. That's just gonna have to do. Just have to do. All right, let's see here. Go in and find my. What do I want to do next? Do I want to do a pheasant or a elk?
Well, it's getting on 4 o'clock, and I didn't tell Jim this before he left because I didn't see the clock. But I got to get out of here in a few minutes.
Okay.
I got a couple of things I need to do this afternoon.
No problem, Bob.
I don't even think I'm going to do a thumbnail or nothing for tomorrow if we do one. I'm just going to pop in and we'll do one if we do one.
Well, just I'll text me before you do if you're going to do it around that time. I may be back because it depends on how his tournament goes. The particular one I do like about the one we're going to tomorrow, a lot of them, they have a tendency to run the classes pretty quick. So, I mean, you know, everybody knows just like, okay, wrestling season's over. Nobody wants to be here on a Saturday all day long. So, yeah, most of them will take and do that. So, I want to, if I get back in time and you decide to get on, holler at me or something, and I'll get on with you if you want me to.
Okay. I'm probably going to get on tomorrow and do one. Okay. I might do a thumbnail in the morning.
I'm hoping to hear. Go ahead.
Tomorrow is going to be like the big work day at the church, and everybody's going to be there because everybody's got work off this Saturday. So I'm probably not going to have time to do.
Yeah, that's what makes it kind of. Yeah, I agree. But if we didn't have all this rain damage and this flood damage, then it wouldn't be a thing. But because we got cleanup and repairs, and the drywall's all been cut out, and the insulation's been cut out and taken out. Now, was all that in the basement?
Yeah. All the classrooms down there, the choir, all the choir and the music room got destroyed. Because they do a lot of plays at church. And the pastor's wife is the music teacher at the local school here, and she does all the plays and stuff. So she had a lot of the costumes and a lot of the stuff like for Vacation Bible School and stuff too. A lot of that stuff was all paper and cardboard and stuff, and in cardboard boxes, and it had gotten set on the floor like under the bottom shelves. And so 9 inches of water. It destroyed all the backdrops, and
Now, so did it like leak through the walls, or did it come in through the doors?
Through the doors. It came in through the doors. The parking lot had gotten flooded. The drain, the drainage ditch
got stopped.
Was 5 or 6 feet deep, and it was overflowing 8 inches.
Wow.
So going into the river was so high that it didn't allow for any of that to happen. Or any of it to like flow back into the river. So it all got stopped up, went into people's basements all over the place, went into ours. I mean, we got commercial doors, you know, they're not waterproof. Double doors. Yeah. So they're
Well, that's something.
So we got some cleanup to do.
I understand. Well, like I said, go out there, work at that. I mean, I understand if you don't. With Jim doing what he's doing and you're doing what you're doing, they ain't no. Of course, I don't. It doesn't make anything if I'm here or not. But I understand you stay busy and everything. But like I said, with Jim not being here, if you do decide to come on for a little while and you need you want to holler at me and I'll get on with you or something.
Yeah, I think what we'll do, I'm going to announce it here, and if anybody's here paying attention. Okay. If we do decide to, I might throw the link up, and then if somebody wants to come in and join us for 5 or 10 minutes at a time, maybe we'll just do a free for all. Get on, introduce yourself, say howdy to everybody if you feel like being on camera for a few minutes, and then get off. You don't have to stay on for the whole time. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward when we have things to talk about and things to do, and there's people on for the whole time. It kind of changes the setup that we kind of had talked about, and at the same time, I don't care because that's what it's all about. It's about getting people on and sharing stuff. So
I mean, dude, y'all don't even know. I mean, I know we've only had like 10 today or whatever, but it's a blessing to me just for a simple fact, because this helps me get out there a little bit and it helps me get more used to being on. And
well, we love having you.
Don't tell that to everybody.
There's my sign, all glued together, ready to go. You can see right here, I didn't have my plywood lined up, so there's a little bit of a gap there. I'm just going to color that in with some brown stain that I got up in here. You'll never even know that that's missing. So go hard.
What do you think about me buying that Rolly off that guy?
Do it.
Doing the what?
That Rolly. That Lasermatic. It is a 30 watt.
If you can see it work, if you can see it engraved and cut, and it does fine, I would say go for it.
Okay. I mean, he's got it for and another thing, I'll probably try to definitely do it if he's definitely got the rotary with it.
And that I can help you with.
Because if he's got that, I'll definitely set that up, and I'll probably get that extension.
I've got the XW ready. The center pieces are over there.
The plus side to this one is the only reason I'm really looking at this one. It is the regular. It's not the XW, so it's just the regular, and it's a 30 watt. So I mean that's a plus. And like I said, right here I've got a spot that will honestly it would perfectly fit. Hey Jim.
Yo.
And I got the side. Hey puppy dog. Hey puppy dog.
Ooh. I love a hound dog.
This is my baby girl. She's my cuddle buddy.
I love a hound dog.
When my
dog would be charging the TV and knocking it off the TV stand because he saw another dog on there.
Yep.
I love a hound dog.
This is my
He's
baby
a dog
girl.
nut.
She's all right. You're too heavy. I think she's 110 pounds. But yeah, I mean that's the whole thing with that. If I can get that, and it'll fill my purpose of doing what I want to do, and it don't take up a lot of room, and it's enclosed, and plus I can do some things that I've been wanting to do again with not having my the bigger diode set up, because it is. I mean, it's the diode does have a darker burn on some things.
Oh, it does. It does.
Over my CO2. I mean, I don't doubt that. I don't knock that at all.
I got to take the bottom unit out of this thing and put it all back together the way it was come show season, because I take that with me.
Yeah.
And I'm not hauling it with that on the bottom of it, because then the legs and all that crap got to go, and it's just too much to put in the back seat of my truck.
Well, and like I said, if I got something like that, I can set it right here. Now, with that being said, if I can slowly con my wife not con, if I can talk my wife into letting me figure out how to get the other one, now, yeah, I'm going to have to say no to the rope. But
listen, babe, it's not a new boat, okay? It's not a boat. I'm going to be here working on it.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's not a boat.
Yeah. So that's just one of those deals that because both of them, that other one, the second one would really take care of a lot of things that I want to do. But like I said, that's about $3,200 more. So Jim,
sir,
I'll be praying you have a good day tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know Jeremy said he was getting ready to have to go, and
yeah, it's 4:00. I got to get out of here and get a couple things done.
But we will holler at you later. Jim, you have a good weekend. I hope the sales go good for you tomorrow. I'll be praying for you. And Jeremy, like I said, tomorrow, if you decide to get on, holler at me. If I'm around, I'll be more than glad to.
Yeah. Okay.
All
How
right,
much
be
is
good.
how much was that Lasermatic you're looking at? 900, you said?
Yep.
Yeah. There's a couple people. If you look at the Rolly site on Facebook, there's a few people getting rid of their XWs and stuff. So
Well, I know,
mean,
and see, that's the one thing I want to tell this guy. I mean, if it's just the Rolly by itself, I'm not trying to be mean, but they don't make it no more. And at some point in time, you're going to stop being able to get parts for it. If something does happen, hopefully it wouldn't, but you know what I mean? And when you get to a point to where that becomes a factor, my specific purpose is right now that would give me a good small spot right here to my right where I can set it up. I can do tumblers because I've got the perfect spot for it right here. It won't take up a whole lot of space, and I can do that stuff with it. So
Greg has a question for you, Dwayne.
What's that?
He wants to know how much is the Rolly that you're looking at?
The guy's got it for $900. I don't know what he's got with it though. So I mean that's just one of those deals that I'm having to play out and see what it is, and I'd really like to have the other one, but I don't see that happening anytime soon either.
Say there's an MK2 for sale right now in Texas for $75. The module doesn't work. Comes with a rotary that he never used. Porch pickup for $75 in Venus, Texas. So if anybody out there is in Venus, Texas, and they wants a MK2 for parts, if you got an extra module hanging around, I got an extra 20-watt module sitting over there, works just fine. If I was in Texas, I'd be like, "Yep, I got $75."
I'd almost pay him the extra $100 just to ship it in a box.
Yeah. Okay. Another one. 17 hours ago. Few remaining parts in the box: a focus tool, 2 motherboards for the XW, a honeycomb for the XW, and a set of XY linkage cables. Don't know where she's at, but she's got those. That's on the Raleigh page.
I'll have to look some stuff up.
Somebody's listing their XW 20-watt on Marketplace. I don't know where they're from. Okay, hold on. Location, Iowa. So there's an XW going on Marketplace in Iowa.
Oh, speaking of the sale, if it wasn't for the fact, because I don't think he has everything where he's at in Virginia, because for what he's got selling for, he's got the Rolly. It's got everything you could buy with the Rolly. It's not the XW, but it had the rotary. It had everything that come in a box with one of the bigger packages. And then he's got one of the nice $600 or $700 hat presses. He's got a whole line of stuff. Material, everything. He's selling everything for $750.
Yeah. So they're out there. Look, just pay attention to your Facebook. Pay attention to Rolly, because people are posting it. They're getting scared and they don't, which, I mean, I guess if you have a business and you rely on that, it is kind of concerning. But
right now I need something to fill that void of being able to do my tumblers. And the one thing I know of watching Jim do his,
Jim's got it down pat.
I've seen Patrick do a bunch of stuff with his, and Rich and everything's done stuff with the ones he's had. They're reliable, and it's something for a good price that I can fill that void for time being to help me out with that, and plus get all the extra conveniences of what I can get out of it. So, but we'll just have to see.
All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. I got delivery on the porch. I got to go get out of the rain, and then I got to take off and get a couple things done before tomorrow morning. So,
everybody be good. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to y'all later.
See ya.
See you, Dwayne.
And we're out. Okay.